Welcome to tonight's Primes Reviews. Today we are looking at Transformers Age of the Primes Deluxe Class Slingshot. And here he is in robot mode. He is very faithful, detail-wise, to the G1 cartoon, almost to a fault. Mainly because that leaves him with very little visual interest. Like no real paint applications in robot mode other than his hands, the centerpiece of his chest, and crotch plate and face. Let's look at the head here for a second. It is definitely his G1 head, which all Scramble City Combiner Limbots had to have a very square head. That was the combination post for all the limbs. So they had to be universal in size and shape, which left him with an aviator helmet and glasses inside of a box. Why they decided to make it all yellow, all orange, and not, any difference in colors in G1 is anyone's guess. But this figure definitely suffers from it. The sculpt on it is nice, except for the big seam down the middle. That just is not the greatest, but all in all, it's still not horrible. He is very stable. His feet are ginormous with those giant heel spurs that are his tail fins. And with his main wings attached down here, his center of gravity is fairly low, so he will stand and pose fairly well. As far as posability, can do a full 360 on the shoulders. Out, you can cheat it up with transformation higher, but that looks weird. Bicep swivel, head's on a ball joint, so you get a little up, a little down, and full 360. Double jointed elbows. No wrist articulation. Those are molded in and painted and look horrible from the front and non-existent from this side. But this side they look fine, that side they look fine. Everywhere else they look bad. So I keep the guns in there just so that I don't have to look at them. It's got a waist swivel. Due to combination, same as the other arm bots from Legacy Metasaur. Just going to push that white peg in there. It'll split him in half. Got forward that far, back that far, full splits, thigh swivel, knee can go just under 90 degrees, ankle tilt, toe down and heel down for transformation. So he's got the basic articulation that you would expect for a deluxe. Nose cone sits out pretty far, but unless you're like looking at it from the back, it's not really noticeable. All right, time for comparison. Here he is next to Age of the Primes Deluxe Class Air Raid. I got these two at the same time at Target. Here he is with fellow Armbot Dead End from Legacy. Legacy Commander Class Motormaster. Fellow Armbot Studio Series Bone Crusher. So yeah, scales pretty good with all the Chug figures. Let's get him into jet mode. And jet mode is where he definitely shines. One of the biggest drawbacks to any jet former is how much robot kibble is in the undercarriage of the jet mode. But this one surprisingly has very little noticeable robot kibble. This is the probably sleekest, most cohesive jet mode that they've made in quite a while. Definitely has some more painted details in jet mode. You still see back of the head and chest and legs, but they compact really nicely just so that they blend in a lot better. Got some striping on the wings, auto badges. All in all, a really nice, cohesive jet mode. Landing gear folds out of the back of the head. All right, let's do some comparisons for him in vehicle mode. All right, here he is next to fellow Aerobot Air Raid, fellow Armbot Dead End, Legacy Motormaster, and 86 Bone Crusher. So this has been Transformers Age of the Primes Deluxe Class Quick Slingshot. Almost said Quick Sling. Should you get him? If you are a fan of Jetbots, yes. His jet mode is really good. Probably one of the best jet modes out there as far as cohesiveness and kibble management. If you are a fan of the aerial bots, yes. If you plan on getting all of the aerial bots to form Superion, absolutely. If you enjoy putting Toy Hacks stickers onto your figures, yes, because there is a Toy Hacks kit that is going to go on this figure when I'm done filming for the day. If none of those apply to you, I would say pass on him. He's a decent robot, a decent transformer, but nothing spectacular. Your money would better be spent going elsewhere. He's not bad in any sense of the word. He's just boring. And that is his biggest fault. Being boring. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you want me to film adding Toy Hacks onto figures so that like Scrapper over here, they start looking more like their G1 toys, or just getting more visual pop, let me know. I'll start filming some of those. Also, sometime next week, I should be getting Superion in, so let me know if you want me to do a unbox into a reveal, or just do a reveal after I mess with them a few times, like I've been doing with all these other reveals, so these other reviews so far. Till then, this is Night Scream signing out.